the story of the abduction is still one that has not been well told.
Yes.
You witnessed it.
Yes, exactly.
What happened?
Yes, it was on 14th, Sunday, February 2021. We are on our way back to Mina from Rijau. So when we reach Tunhu village before Zingeru bridge, so we just saw some gunmen. They stopped the driver with guns. They started shooting. Along the way, they now shot at the driver boy, something like that. That's what they call them. They are a driver in Hausa. So they now shot him 2 bullets. They now asked the driver to open the door. They enter. As they enter, they were shouting, "Bring out your money! Give us the money! Give us the money! Or we'll kill you! Bring out your phones!" We now decided to give them all our phones and money that we have. Later on, they now said, "Oh yeah, all of you should come down." We started coming down. From there, they now sent us inside the bush. We started trekking from there. We trekked like about 5 kilometers. Then they now decided to pity the women. They started taking us with the bike. After taking with the bike, they now started taking us with the bike. Then around that 5 o'clock, we stopped. We decided to wait for the boys to come. From there, we now went ahead another 60 kilometers. From there, with our barefooted, they started beating us. But most of the women, their beating was lesser than that of the men. Some were injured. So that was what happened. We trekked like that for 4:30 a.m. in the morning. They now asked us to sleep on the rock. Around that 7 o'clock, they wake us up that we should start going. From there, we trekked like about 15 kilometers, I guess. So from there, they now took us to our destination where we are going to sleep. That is under the mango tree. From there, they now asked us that we should now decide to make some videos so that they can put it on the internet for government to see. Because they were telling us that their target is for the government. And since they saw the government's vehicle, so they started to stop us. That is Luxurious, NSCA Luxurious. From there, after the video, they explode everything on the internet. So in the evening,
What was there? I mean, network connection. Was there service? How were they able to do that?
no, they have to trek to the rock, another rock, not where we are staying. So it was the next day. I don't know. It was the government. They now sent the flight. The flight was targeting that mango tree. To that very day, our life was in danger because most of us, some were urinating on their body. Because most of our old women, they were even scared. Some they have hypertension, so we are all scared. That's what happened from there. So from there, when they now saw the target was on them, so they decided to shift us another 7 kilometers ahead. That is the next day. So from that's how we'll be shifting from one destination to another.
Okay. Now, the people you're talking about, describe them for us.
They cannot be described. They are armed. They are armed.
Heartless people.
They are heartless. They are fearless. Because they were saying that they are going to kill us. And they mean it. I swear they mean it. Because they swear that it was yesterday they give the deadline. That from yesterday they will start killing the men. Today morning they will start with the women. And the man swore. And he mean it.
The man you're talking about is the leader?
He's the leader.
Did he say his name?
Yes, he said his name, something like Kachalla Ali. Something like Kachalla Ali. They were just complaining about the government, that the government promising them something during the election. All these fake promises of politics. So they didn't fulfill it. That was what tempted them to be into this bandit of 18 and kidnapping. But what they promised us that, and I asked one of them that, what do you want from the government? They were telling us that what we want is that if the government can fulfill their promises. And I asked them what was their promises. They were saying that shelter. The government promised them to give them hospital, good education. They will pay some of them salaries, something like that, farms and everything. But the government refused. After the election was fulfilled, the government now decided not to fulfill their promises. That was what they've been saying. It's government.
So, 7 days in the bush. How were you faring? What were you eating? What were you drinking?
We've been drinking dirty water. That is the river water. The water they will bath with the water in the river. They will now give us to drink it. I'm very happy. I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for rescuing us, because most of my family was the largest members of this thing. Kidnapped this thing. We are the largest, about 16. So when we were there, we were just thinking how our parents were feeling, and because we've even lose hope already that we're going to die. We are not going to see our family. But we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we survived and we are here with our family. But my advice is for the government now. Please, the government should do something very fast, because these people are dangerous. What we are seeing is that most of the arms you people are not expecting they have it, and they can deal with any other person.